जयो यशोदानन्दन जयो ब्रज जन रंजन जयो जयो यशोदानन्दन जयो ब्रज जन रंजन जयो जयो यमुना तीर वनचारी जयो कुंज बिहारी जयो कुंज बिहारी जयो जयो यमुना तीर वनचारी जयो कुंज बिहारी जयो कुंज बिहारी जयो जयो राधा माधवा जयो कुंज बिहारी जयो जयो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्ता वृंदा जयो हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 रामा राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 Hare Kṛṣṇa Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Kṛṣṇa Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare Krishna. Hare Kṛṣṇa Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare Kṛṣṇa Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Jayo Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jayo Jayo Prabhupada. Jai Vishnupada Paramahansa Parivrajacharya Ashto Shri My Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai, Granthrat Srimad Bhagavatam Ki Jai. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Kṛṣṇa. This morning we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 10, chapter number 28, entitled Kṛṣṇa Rescues Nanda Maharaj. And today we're going to cover text number 14 and 15. And text 14 I will say by myself, and 15 we will say together. Iti sañcintya bhagavān mahā-kāruṇiko hari darśayām āṣa lokaṁ svaṁ gopānāṁ tamasaḥ param. Translation. Thus deeply considering the situation, the all-merciful Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari revealed to the cowherd man his abode, which is beyond material darkness. Purport. It is clear from this verse that the absolute truth dwells in his own eternal abode. Every one of us tries to live as comfortably as possible, surrounding ourselves with peace and beauty. How can we, in the name of logic, begrudge the Supreme Lord, our Creator, the supremely beautiful and comfortable abode known by people in general as the kingdom of God? Now text number 15 we're going to say together here. Satyaṁ jñānam anantaṁ ya brahma-jyotiḥ sanātanam Yadhi paśyanti munayo guṇāpāye samāhitāḥ satyaṁ jñānam anantaṁ yad brahma-jyotiḥ sanātanam yadhi paśyanti munayo guṇāpāye samāhitāḥ satyaṁ jñānam anantaṁ yad brahma-jyotiḥ sanātanam yadhi paśyanti munayo guṇāpāye samāhitāḥ satyaṁ jñānam anantaṁ yad brahma-jyotiḥ sanātanam paśyanti munayo guṇāpāye samāhitāḥ satyaṁ jñānam anantaṁ yad brahma-jyotiḥ sanātanam yadhi paśyanti munayo guṇāpāye samāhitāḥ satyaṁ jñānam anantaṁ yad brahma-jyotiḥ sanātanam yadhi paśyanti munayo. Matajis. Satyaṁ jñānam anantaṁ yam Satyaṁ jñānam anantaṁ yam brahma-jyotiḥ sanātanam word to word meaning. Satyam, indestructible. Jnanam, knowledgeable. Anantam, unlimited. Yat, which. Brahma, the absolute. Jyotiḥ, effulgence. Sanātanam, eternal. Yat, which. He, indeed. Paśyanti, see. Munayo, sages. Guna, the modes of material nature. Guṇāpāye, when they subside. Samāhitāḥ, absorbed in trance. Translation and purport by the disciple of Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Lord Kṛṣṇa revealed the indestructible spiritual effulgence, which is unlimited, conscious, and eternal. Sages see that spiritual existence in trance when their consciousness is free of the modes of material nature. Purport. In text 14 of this chapter, Lord Kṛṣṇa revealed to the residents of Vrindavan his own abode, the spiritual planet of Kṛṣṇa Loka. This and innumerable other Vaikuntha planets float in an infinite ocean of spiritual light called the brahma-jyotiḥ. That spiritual light is in fact the spiritual sky, which Kṛṣṇa also quite naturally revealed to the residents of Vrindavan. For example, if we want to show the moon to a child, we say, look up in the sky, see the moon over there in the sky. Similarly, Lord Kṛṣṇa revealed the vast spiritual sky to the residents of Vrindavan. But as emphasized in text 14 and in the following text 16, the actual destination of the Lord's associates was his own spiritual planet. Om Ajnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Anmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Tadati Swaha Padantikam. He Kṛṣṇa Karuna Sindho Dīnabandho Jagatpate Gopisha Gopika Kanta Shri Radha Kanta Namostute. Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Shri Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishubhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Namo Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitinamine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paśyate Deshatarane. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Shri Gaur Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. It is great honor and privilege to give class here in Shri Krishna Balram Mandir. I'm seeking blessing from all the senior Vaishnavas here, so I can speak something on it. So as you all know here, the chapter and title itself is Kṛṣṇa rescues Nanda Maharaj, his own father here. And the people who are not familiar, the devotees who are not familiar with the pastime here, I can go through very quickly here. When Nanda Maharaj, when he decided to break his fast on Dwadashi day, somehow he just went to the Yamuna river and he just take a dip inside. But it was such an inauspicious time according to the Vedic scripture. He should not do it. But what to do? The time was also running out to break the fast. But see the consideration of the time, he just took the bath in there very gently. But somehow or other, the servants of Varuna, they captured him and they take him to the Varuna abode there. And by saying then, because Nanda Maharaj, he didn't go by himself, he went along with all the other cowherd men. When they saw it's been such a long time that Nanda Maharaj hasn't come out, so they called whom? As usual. Oh Kṛṣṇa, oh Rama, please come here. Help us out. Your father has gone. He's in great danger. And Kṛṣṇa, knowing everything, he just ran. And he understood the situation once that happened. And then he went to see Varuna. And in the text 2 of this chapter, it has been beautifully said that when Kṛṣṇa, whenever he does any pastime, any action, anything he doesn't do only for one purposes. He does for many purposes. Like with one arrow, he shoots many targets. So one target was that, it says in the purport, that he just want to give his divine darshan to Varuna. Because Varuna is also his devotee, his dear devotee. He's taking care of the universal material affairs. He's helping Kṛṣṇa in such a way. And he was also somewhere meditating, I also want to take the darshan of the Lord. That is one sense. And the second sense was that Kṛṣṇa, somewhere in a sublime form, he just want to show his opulence to Nanda Maharaj. That's what he did. When he went there and he saw his father was sitting on a very beautiful jewel throne there. And he's been really taken care of by Varuna, who is none other Lord's servant. When he saw that, and when Varuna saw Kṛṣṇa coming, he stood up and he paid obeisances to Kṛṣṇa and he started worshipping him, offering his prayers to Lord Kṛṣṇa. By seeing everything, Nanda Maharaj, he was completely astonished. He can't believe on his ears and on his eyes this is what he's seeing. His boy, just a very merely 6-7 years old, not even that, he's been worshipped by such a great personalities. Then when he comes out, he narrates everything what he has seen or gone through in the Varuna's abode. And when he tells everything to other cowherds' mind, so what they think here, they desire something. And what is their desire? Which text 11 here of this chapter says, hearing about Kṛṣṇa's pastimes with Varuna, the cowherd man considered that Kṛṣṇa must be the Supreme Lord. And their minds, O king, were filled with eagerness. And what is that eagerness? They thought, will the Supreme Lord bestow upon us his transcendental abode? They were thinking that because since whatever things happen in our Gokul and Vrindavan, Kṛṣṇa is somewhere nearby. And there is a prediction of Garga Muni also. He is as powerful as Lord Narayana. So they were thinking, are we staying with the Supreme Lord, or are we staying just with our child? Just our Vrindavan Brajavasi Lala. They were just completely can't believe what they have heard from Nanda Maharaj. But somehow they have got a feeling in their heart. But they did not express their feeling from their mouth to Kṛṣṇa. What they said? They said, will ever Lord Kṛṣṇa will show us or will take us to his transcendental abode. That was their eagerness here. And by seeing, by having this thought in their mind, even they didn't even express it to Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa is all-pervading. Sarvasya chaham hirdaya mata smritam jñānam apahunam cha. I am residing in everyone's heart there. So he knows everything, especially the heart of his pure devotee. And he did so. And what he's doing here in today's verse, iti sañcintya bhagavān. Chintya means what? Chinta means worry. It comes in a negative connotations. It comes in a, but sañcintya, it comes, he's so beautifully thinking, how should I fulfill the desire of my great devotees who are thinking to get it. It is not only that when we meditate upon Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa doesn't do so, because it's a loving relationship between a devotee and Kṛṣṇa. It's a both side reciprocation. Let me tell you one beautiful story. It comes in a Mahabharata where Pandava, when they wins against Kaurava, so there is a rule. Kṛṣṇa come to Yudhishthira Maharaj and he says, Yudhishthira Maharaj, do you know when you win the party, what you have to do, you have to spend one night in the camps of the Kaurava party. So what is it? Just make an arrangement. So Yudhishthira Maharaj says, okay, myself, Bhima and Arjuna will stay overnight in the camp of Kaurava, and Nakul and Sahadev go to their own camp. And the next day, when they get up early morning, and Yudhishthira Maharaj was passing through the room of Kṛṣṇa, and he sees that, and he becomes so astonished to see that Kṛṣṇa is in a meditation position. He's just meditating on something, just holding his breath, close his eyes, and fully focused on. Yudhishthira Maharaj comes and he asks, I beg your pardon, but I can't hold myself to interpret you that you are meditating. The whole world, the sages, the demigods, the big personalities, they meditate upon you. But how come you are meditating? But you are the object of a meditation. You are the subject of the meditation. But to whom you are meditating upon? Do you mind telling us the secret? And Kṛṣṇa says, I am meditating upon Bhishma. Why? Because Bhishma is my pure devotee. He is lying on the arrow shayya, the bed of arrow. He's just lying there and he's meditating upon me as well. So it is also my duty to meditate upon him. So there is a very beautiful reciprocation here. When we meditate upon Kṛṣṇa, either while chanting our japa, either while thinking about his pastime, or either be in the kirtan, in the class, or in any way, it's not only, we are only doing one side of our duty, Kṛṣṇa is also doing it. Kṛṣṇa is also doing it. He also meditates upon sons. Many times in Chaitanya Charitamrita, or Srila Prabhupada also has said this, whenever we chant on the holy name, what happens? Lord Kṛṣṇa dances on our tongue. So there is a very beautiful reciprocation here. In a similar way, in today's verse is also here, sañcintya bhagavān. And what is doing? mahā-kāruṇiko hariḥ. He bestows the all-merciful Supreme Personality of Godhead revealed to the cowherd man his abode, which is beyond material darkness. They just desired something in their heart. And here, not just only Kṛṣṇa being, of course, he's been called like, he's been merciful, Karuna avatar, which is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Karuna. But here, he's been emphasized with another word also, mahā-kāruṇiko, the most merciful by doing that. But having this pastime here, Kṛṣṇa also teach many other things, because he's separating the cowherd, the Brajavasis, to the other normal people who are not devotees. They are seeking to have a Brahman realization and Paramatma realization here. In the text 15 here, Kṛṣṇa is saying, Lord Kṛṣṇa revealed, he's himself thinking in his heart, okay, my devotees, they are asking to see my abode, they want to go there, but let me show them something extra also. And what is this extra? If something in their heart had a desire to merge with Brahman effulgence, so let me also show them. It is just like an extra allowances or perks. He's just showing to the cowherd boys here. Lord Kṛṣṇa revealed the indestructible spiritual effulgence which is unlimited, conscious and eternal. Sages see that spiritual existence in trance when their consciousness is free of the modes of material nature. Beautifully, Bhagavad Gita, it says, Brahmano hi pratishtaham, that I am the source of the effulgence. And the same thing, the pure devotees of the Lord, they pray in Shri Ishopanishad, text number 15. They are praying to the Lord, Lord, the effulgence which is covering your face, I am bowing down at your lotus feet, kindly remove it. Because that so much light is there, I am getting blurred. I am not able to see your beautiful face. Please kindly remove that effulgence. That is the prayer of a pure devotee here. And same thing Lord is saying, if any one of you thinking to merge in a brahma-jyotiḥ, so let me show you what it is here. So Kṛṣṇa also reveals that one, which is in Srimad Bhagavatam 1.2.11. It has been beautifully said, Vadantis tattva vidas tattvam yaj jñānam advayam brahmeti paramatmeti bhagavāneti shabdete. The transcendent, the learned personalities, they know the absolute truth. Yeah, on 3 stages. What are those 3 stages? Brahman, Paramatma, and Bhagavan realization. But Kṛṣṇa is also showed them the Brahman and Bhagavan realization. So how do we understand these 3 stages? There is a beautiful example has given, just like that. I'll take you. There are 2 rooms, okay? In one room, my mother is cooking rasgulla, or gulab jamun. She's cooking there. And in another room, I am sitting with my brother, younger brother, and my younger sister. So we 3 are there. And as soon as you know, when you cook something, there is a smell comes out. A nice fragrance, it just comes out of the cooking. So when the fragrance is coming out, my sister says, wow, what a beautiful smell. And she becomes satisfied only by just smelling it. Okay, and my brother gets up, I'm not satisfied only by just let me go and have a look. What's there? What's cooking in there? And he gets up and go and see my mother. She's cooking a round color, a brown color, round rasgulla, or gulab jamun. She's cooking in there. And he comes back and he says, I am satisfied. Because in a first party, what first party did? Just smelled. And second party, what did? Smell and seeing. And now I gets up. I can smell. I went there and I saw gulab jamun is being cooked. And I saw, mother, can I also taste it? So there is an ananda. So in the Brahman, there is a sat feature, only one. And Paramatma, there is a sat and chit, which is knowledge. And in the Bhagavan realization, sat, chit, and ananda. These all 3 are there, just in a Bhagavan realization. And here, that's why this Lord is saying in the 15 number here, consciousness and eternal, let me show you if you are desiring. Because many people, they don't have their goal fixed. Who is my goal? Which is in text number 13 here. Lord Kṛṣṇa himself is saying in this chapter, certainly people in this world are wandering among higher and lower destination. Why they are doing so? Abrahma, bhuvan loka, punar avritano arjuna, mam upetya, tu kaunteya, punar janma na vidyate. That in this world, whether from the Brahmaji to the lower planet to the ant, everybody is just moving up and down, up and down, up and down. Why is that so? Because their goals are not fixed. Because they don't know what is their destination. And Lord himself is thinking, certainly people in this world are wandering among higher and lower destination, which they achieve through activities performed according to their desire. Because they have a very strong fruitive desire. Let me go enjoy heavenly planet. Let me go enjoy subterranean planets, lower planets, without full knowledge. Him saying they don't have any knowledge. Thus people do not know their real destination. So if you don't have, if you are just walking and you are riding or driving anything and you don't know where you have to go, where are you going to end up? You're going to end up at the same place where you started. It just goes round and round and round and round. That's what Lord is saying, because people, they don't know me. Vasudeva Param Gati. I am the Param Gati. Arjuna said in Bhagavad Gita 10.11, not even Kṛṣṇa, you are Param Brahma, you are the absolute truth, but you are also Param Dhama there. He's also, you are the destination of the devotees, you are the destination of the sages. Like this is Dham here, yeah? We are in the Dham. And in the Dham, Dham is not Dham without Kṛṣṇa and his pure devotee. When you come here in the temple and one day you see there are no deities here, there is no Kṛṣṇa. So what is the value of the Dham? Dham is not a Dham without Kṛṣṇa. Because Kṛṣṇa is present there, that's why it is considered as a Dham. Otherwise, without Kṛṣṇa, there is no Dham. So Arjuna addressed him, this is Param Dham, you are also Param Dham. Pavitram, you are also very pure. In that way, and plus when he says, Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport, some people may argue, Arjuna, Kṛṣṇa is Arjuna's friend. So that's why he's saying it. He might have bribed him something, I will buy you some chocolate, some cookies, just say something good words for me. No, it's not like that. Then in the next word, he quotes whom? He quotes the authorities. Devarshi, Narada, Asita, Vyasa. I am not saying alone. These all great personalities has said in the scriptures. They are all saying the same thing and I am repeating their own word there. So without knowing the destination, that Kṛṣṇa is the destination of everybody, everybody is lost in this world. They make their goal, but their goals are also very temporarily. When they achieve and when they enjoy the goal, and later on they get frustrated and they find out, is there something more? Is there something more in there? Is there something more I can achieve? Something pleasurable here. That's why this brahma-jyotiḥ, those who practice on the level of Brahman realization, Prabhupada says, they do achieve, no problem. They do achieve. When they go there, it's like that they have been closed down in the room with the light and there is no activity to perform. When there is no activity to perform, what you do? You get bored. And when you get bored, what you do? I want to come out of this room. That's what these Brahmavadis do. When they go there, they be there for some time and there is no action to perform, they fall down or they come down again in there. Dhruva Maharaj, he performed Ashtanga Yoga. He saw the Lord in his heart. He saw the Lord in his heart. And he was guided by whom? Narada Muni himself. He asked him to do this. Okay, make a murti and just practice some Ashtanga Yoga. He did so. And when he was meditating in his heart on a Paramatma form, he saw the same Paramatma in front of him when his meditation was broken. He saw, oh my God, I was looking for something, piece of glasses, now I have got a diamond. I feel ashamed on myself. Again and again he was praying to the Lord. He was not even went to the school also, a Gurukul. Lord Kṛṣṇa just touched him with his conch shell on his head and he started reciting beautiful prayers in Sanskrit in the honor of Lord Kṛṣṇa. And when he saw the Lord, he was fully satisfied. He was completely satisfied. He was shedding torrents of rains like coming out of his eyes again and again. Again and again here. Some people, sometimes they think, Lord, whatever we read in the Vedic scripture, it is like, when you don't do this, you will be punished. When you don't do this, you will be punished for that. But it's not like that. Kṛṣṇa is supremely merciful here. And more than Kṛṣṇa is our Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who himself is Kṛṣṇa, came just 550 years ago. And he's been addressed as Namo Mahavadanyaya, the most merciful incarnation here. And I want to relate one thing which our today's text number 14 here, which Lord himself think about it when he seeks, my devotees want anything for the welfare of the world. Thus deeply consider the situation the merciful Supreme Lord Hari revealed to the cowherd man his abode. Can you see there is one more personality in our movement? He also became sañcintya some years ago. Because whatever the qualities of the Lord is, the same qualities as comes in the pure devotee. Whatever Lord wants to do, pure devotee also wants to do the same thing. I want to address this text number 14 to Srila Prabhupada. See, thus deeply considering the situation which Srila Prabhupada did to the whole world and other acharyas, he was deeply thinking, how can I protect? People don't know their destination. The all-merciful Srila Prabhupada revealed to all the whole world the abode of Lord Shri Kṛṣṇa, which is beyond this material darkness. Is it wrong to say like that? Is it wrong to say like that? No, it is completely befitting in today's text here. I was thinking, if Lord can be so sañcintya that he can think, how can I help my children? And Srila Prabhupada here, being a pure devotee of Lord Kṛṣṇa, he was also thinking, contemplating, how can I fulfill the order of my spiritual master while sitting in Shri Shri Radha Damodar. Just a couple of days back, I took 15, 16 people over there, and this thought came into my mind. I said, it's such a small room, such a small area. If I extend my arms, I think it will be finished. My both arms. And by thinking here, he was thinking about the whole world, how he can benefit the whole world with this spiritual knowledge. And he was making plans, one after another. And the same thing, Rupa Goswami, because Srila Prabhupada writes there in his teaching there about Srila Rupa Goswami, that Rupa Goswami, that the samadhi there, all the Goswamis, they come over here and they discuss among themselves how they can propagate the message of Kṛṣṇa consciousness all over the world. And sometimes Prabhupada said this is a spiritual hub, because they've been there together and they were discussing the way we do in our Iskcon, like GBCs, they come together, temple president comes together annually, and they discuss their report, whatever achievement, whatever preaching they have done in their local temple, and they share with others, or they get some kind of more tools, how they can improve it. And Srila Prabhupada was doing the same thing. He was thinking in such a way that how can I give the best to the people? Because pure devotees, they never think about themselves. They always have thinking, how can we benefit to the whole world? In the same thing in Canto 1, the sages of Naimisharanya, when they came together, they asked Sutta Goswami, the first question they asked, what is the ultimate and the benefit good for the whole people? Please let us know. They did not ask, how can we live peacefully, how can we make our hut and so. Not at all. One thing they have focused with, okay, you tell us what is the good and the ultimate benefit for the people. And while doing that, we can also practice and we can also help others by doing so. This is the same mode which Srila Prabhupada has done. He has proved it, and his disciples are doing it, and their disciples are doing it, and we have to do the same thing. Be compassionate towards others. Be merciful. People are struggling. Bahu shaka hai anantasya buddhyo vyavasayinama. That in this world, on the name of a spirituality, we can say that there are many deviations, many branches. Path looks the same, but there is a slight deviation. When there is a deviation, when there is a service lane, service road, so our goal, it gets changes. We don't have the same goal over here. Okay, I would like to say that much only. I can see if is there any questions or any comment or any chastisement from our seniors. Because you are the father of the temple. Actually, why I said this, because if you go to Loi Bazaar, other day I went there, a grandfather is there, a father is there, and under them there is a son. And they teach the son. And they teach the son with a love and affection, and if there is a mistake, they chastise also. Because they think our son gonna carry forward the business. So I was thinking, same.
So it's amazing how Kṛṣṇa is showing them that this is the spiritual world, but they're already in the spiritual world here in Sri Vrindavan Dham. And so at times when his supremacy is manifest, sometimes Devaki and Vasudeva and the cowherd, and they take too much awe and reverence. So Kṛṣṇa covers them up again by yoga maya to continue to leela.
Yes.
So is everything we're doing here is all part of like Kṛṣṇa's leela, just to make us kind of really miss him and want to go back home, and that's why he puts us through so many troubles and tribulations? Or are we causing our own troubles and tribulations here?
Prabhu, you know already the answer, but if you're giving me the service to do it, I can try to attempt the answer. That Prabhupada says in Srimad Bhagavatam that Kṛṣṇa is the director, Kṛṣṇa is the actor. Under his circumstances, everything is happening. Kṛṣṇa has given somebody, okay, you can play the role of my mother, you can play the role of my father, you can play the role of my enemy, you can play the role of something. And he is perfectly arranging. So why? One reason Srila Prabhupada says, just to attract the conditioned soul. Because the actor, when he performs so well on the stage, everything looks so brilliant. And as you said, when Kṛṣṇa shows somewhere in this purport also, Srila Prabhupada, somewhere he shows his sublime supremacy also, just to get them bewildered. Which he did to Mother Yashoda. When he opened his mouth, the whole universe came out and everything. And they were thinking, is he my Lord? So they came into the position of awe and reverence, which Kṛṣṇa doesn't want. Kṛṣṇa wants them to chastise him. He loves a chastisement from his mother, from his father, from elderly people, rather than hearing the prayers and hymns of Brahmaji and other demigods over here.
But don't try that at home, chastising Kṛṣṇa, right?
Not at all, not at all. Only the exalted devotees, those Kṛṣṇa has chosen to do that, only they can do it. So our position is just to serve him and whatever he has said in the scriptures. That's all I want to say.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Little confusion needs to be clarified. We have this wonderful verse in the Bhagavad Gita where Kṛṣṇa says, Raso varjam rasopyasya param drishtva nivartate. When one acquires a higher taste, the lower taste is automatically eradicated.
Yes.
That's the essence. So when the Vrajavasis already have the highest taste, they have Sat, Chit and Ananda, why would Kṛṣṇa offer them only Sat and Chit and brahma-jyotiḥ? That is very confusing.
Like in relate to today's words?
In today's verse,
Yeah.
yes, Prabhu.
If you see in today's, if we go back, as I read in my lecture here, where they did not desire to have a Brahman, effulgence to see, only just Kṛṣṇa's external adding in there. What they have desired, which is in text number 11, can you change it? Okay, you cannot change it. Okay, I can read for you. Hearing about Kṛṣṇa's pastime with Varuna, the cowherd men considered that Kṛṣṇa must be Supreme Lord. And their minds of king were filled with eagerness. And what they thought? They thought, will the Supreme Lord bestow upon his transcendental abode? So they did not desire to see Brahman effulgence or anything. They desired, will he ever bestow his transcendental abode? Because as you said, they were Nitya Siddhas. They was already Kṛṣṇa's devotee and they have achieved all the perfections. So they did not desire. It is just Kṛṣṇa's desire because, as I said, when he shoots one arrow, he shoots with many targets. As you see Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, where the sections are divided into Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga and Bhakti Yoga. Lord Prabhupada speaks about Karma Yoga, but he brings the supremacy of Bhakti on top of Karma Yoga. He speaks about Jnana Yoga, but he brings the Bhakti Yoga on top of that. So Bhakti is always there everywhere.
No, agreed. They are not desiring, but why does Kṛṣṇa desire so? And why is he jeopardizing by showing opulence, his sweetness may get submerged. So that is a risky thing that Kṛṣṇa is doing.
As far as I understand, Prabhu, because I went through with the Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary on these two verses and Srila Jiva Goswami, they were saying that in case if somebody has a desire or the readers may think like that. So Kṛṣṇa showed, okay, these two options are here, this is this, this is this. So why this is on top of that? There is the reason. Because Sat Chit Ananda is there. Because the whole world, they are only looking forward to have a impersonal thing. Brahma-jyotiḥ, they want to merge into that. And that's what Lord doesn't want it. So he just said is extra adding from his side. But he knows that these people will not be deviated from that thing. Because they have already achieved me. So what else left in their life to be achieved? That's what my understanding is there. If anybody would like to add more into that, then please most welcome. Use the microphone, Prabhu, if you don't mind.
As Lord Sri Kṛṣṇa, he at this juncture, I think he want to present that for a pure devotee, all material things are very insignificant.
Yes, that's right.
And as Lord Kapiladev has said, samipaya sarupaya sulokaya, even ekatvanam, to get oneness, like the empirical philosophers, the jñānis, they want to get out of birth and death. But for a devotee, narayana para sarve na kutakshana vivayati swarg apavarga narkesu api tulartna darshina. He even is ready to go to hell. But his ultimate goal is to serve devotee. His ultimate goal is to serve Kṛṣṇa.
Yes.
Service is the ultimate. We go through Brahmananda. On top of Brahmananda is Premananda. On top of Premananda is Sevananda. And that is what Kṛṣṇa wants to say, that for my devotee, all these opulences which is srishti, even it goes to Vaikuntha, these 5 liberations even I give to them, they don't accept him. Even I, diyamanam na grihadvanam, even I give to them, they don't accept it. This is, I think, what Kṛṣṇa wants to reveal here.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Thank you for your comment. Anybody else? If it's not, thank you so much. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Kṛṣṇa, Hare Kṛṣṇa, Kṛṣṇa Kṛṣṇa, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.